Well, less than 24 hours after hundreds of pages in the Jussie Smollett case were unsealed, now this morning another key hearing in that case. It's the push for a special prosecutor to take a closer look at Kim Foxx's handling of the case. And joining us now live with the very latest on this, Charlie DeMar. Charlie.
Well, Mike, good morning. Yeah, a number of cases have splintered off the initial Jussie Smollett decision or handling of this case. The hearing right now for a special prosecutor, that is still happening. And as you mentioned off the topic, coincidentally, falls just one day after nearly 500 pages of Chicago police documents were released after a judge allowed the seal to be lifted in this case. Now, retired Judge Sheila O'Brien, she's also asking for an out-of-county judge to rule on whether or not a special prosecutor is needed, but a Cook County judge denied that motion of an out-of-county judge needed in this case. O'Brien has also asked the state's attorney, Kim Foxx, to appear in court along with other high-ranking officials in her office. The judge right now says it's just too premature to make that decision. Yesterday, roughly 500 pages of documents were released by Chicago police after the seal in the Smollett case was lifted just last week. Now, of note, of all those documents, the state's attorney's office actually contacted police nearly a month before charges were dropped, telling them that Smollett will pay $10,000, do community service, and there will be an admission of guilt. But that admission of guilt, of course, has never happened to this day. And that is why the city, the Chicago police superintendent were so shocked when this case was just suddenly dropped and Jussie Smollett never admitted guilt in this case. As for the special prosecutor, that is still being heard in front of a judge right now on the 4th floor, so it is unclear if a special prosecutor will be appointed in this case to determine whether Kim Foxx handled, how she handled the Jussie Smollett fallout in this case. Of course, we're going to go back up there and we'll bring any updates to you. But we are live tonight, or this afternoon rather, from the Layton Criminal Courthouse. Charlie DeMar, CBS 2 News. Mike.
All right, thanks so much for keeping us up to speed, Charlie. For a look at all our stories on the Smollett case, plus all the documents we've already gone through, head to our website. You'll also find a timeline of events in the investigation. That's all at cbschicago.com.